Hey everybody, Tekking101 here, and what is this? I have free time? Whoa, that's crazy. In fact, that's really weird because, like, throughout the course of today, I was, like, on severe meltdown alert. Like, holy shit, I need to get this done. Holy shit, I forgot to do this. Holy shit, I need to do that. And there's still a bunch of stuff I need to do, but I kind of handled the two main things I needed to get done. So we'll hope a third thing doesn't just pop up. Isn't that the way things go usually? It's like, you have everything like, okay, I have to do two things, and they're really important, but as long as I get them done, everything will be fine. And then, like, a third thing will pop up and be like, shit, now I have to reevaluate everything. But before I get into the meat of this video, I should probably announce right now the Bleach video, the review, Chapter 606, because unless I do, everyone else is going to be saying, oh, man, Tekken, did you know the chapter was released today? Holy shit, when's the review going to come out? Oh my god, Ichibei was crazy. I honestly don't know. I don't even start the reviewing process until Manga Stream is released. The Manga Stream version, which at the now, just check right now and make sure it isn't. No, it isn't. Usually when the chapter's released a day early, that doesn't mean that Manga Stream's going to release it a day early. They usually don't catch on until Thursday anyway. You know, because the quality of those scans are a lot better, and it's just a lot more presentable to put in my videos, and they have, like, I would say professional translators, yeah, as opposed to, like, the more immediately released ones. But anywho, yeah, so that'll be out whenever Manga Stream's out, but even when it gets released, don't get your hopes up because it's in the middle of finals season, so I'll get them out when I get them out. But yeah, this is going to be the update video for the Quincy contest, the second update video. Not really a huge amount of stuff to comment on here, as apart from last time, so this is going to be a relatively short video. I really can't think of anything major that came up. One thing that did happen was that a lot of people started sending me addendums to their entries, like, oh man, Tekking, I forgot about this. Oh man, I forgot about this. Can I send this to you? That's fine. That's fine if you want to send me an addendum. Like I said, as long as it's number one, it's not completely changing your Stern Ritter's abilities, or it's like, oh, take away that Stern Ritter that I sent you earlier, here's a new design, because that kind of defeats the purpose. The first one you sent me in, that's the one you're stuck with. I'm sorry. There might have been one or two people that did that sent me a message that's kind of like, sorry, Tekking, I forgot to do this. Here, like, scrap my first design and send this one in. I'm sorry. That's just, I can't. It's going to be the first one I recorded. Sorry. But yeah, there's that. Another question I got was that can people use multiple individuals for the same power? Kind of how Royd and Lloyd were, you know, Stern Ritter Y, two people that had the same power. I think I only got one person that sent me in a question with that, and I think theirs was okay. I think I see there's so many to keep track of. I was like, oh yeah, that one guy, that one girl, but really, I think there was only one person that sent me in that that question with like the same letter for, I mean, the same power for two individuals, and I think that worked out okay. But yeah, otherwise, a couple questions about how you should send them to me. Because some people kept sending me stuff like, oh, do you want it in a Word document? Do you want it all together? Do you want it just in the email? I would prefer it just in the email, just because it's easier for me just to click on, read, and then I can categorize it however I'm going to categorize it. You know, Word documents I have to download and then review it, and then after I'm done reviewing it, I have to go back and, okay, I have to go back and check the guy's email. Like, the email is just much more streamlined. But in case you don't feel like, you know, doing that, in case you would feel more comfortable putting in a Word document, somebody sent it in like a Wikia format. Another person sent it to me as sort of like a, not a fan fiction, but just more of a story-oriented fashion. So, you know, however you want to send it to me, I really don't mind, as long as you don't send it to me in some file format that's, like, unheard of. You know, like oh, here's the document, it's .6Q4X. I'm like, shit, my computer won't recognize that. So, keep it Word document. I don't even think, do I have WordPad on this? I'm not sure if I do. I'm assuming I do, but I haven't used WordPad since, like, 5th grade. Yeah, I have WordPad, so, you know, yeah, I don't know why you would want to use Notepad, but I guess you could use Notepad. Notepad is, like, the bare basics, so, you know, even if you send it to me in a weird format, if nothing else, even if you don't have Microsoft Word on your computer, every computer should have fucking Notepads, so if you want to go bare basic with it, go Notepad, but that's just, like, the basics you can get. Pretty sure most of them have WordPad as well, but yeah, I have WordPad, Notepad. Microsoft Word would be my ideal if you have that. It doesn't matter if it's 2007 or 2010, whichever. So that's that. There's some people that sent it to me in like a Google Drive, And I had the only thing with that is I had to get permission to access their drive, and I'm using my Tekking101 account, but I could also use my Tekking101 account. So make sure if you're going to authorize use for your Google Drive, make sure to authorize use for Tekking101 and Tekking1001 because I have both accounts. So yeah, I don't always switch back and forth. But aside from that, the actual entries, the only one extra thing I wanted to bring up with that is I was going to bring this up in the last update video, but I forgot, was the multiple powers being sent in. I'll give you an example. And before I say this to the people that actually sent me in this power, okay, I'm going to have to break my rules here. I'm going to have to tell you a power just as an example. I don't want you to freak out. It's fine. Okay, I want you to, right now, okay, just right now, just gather yourself together and just breathe outward, all right? And say to yourself that no matter what power I say right now, if you set me in this power, it's fine. I'm just bringing attention to a bunch of people that sent me in the same power, okay? If I was going to pick an example, there's a few, but the biggest example was G for the gravity. Now, if you sent me in G for the gravity, chill. It's fine. It's cool. I must have gotten like 10 entries for the gravity, but it's cool. Okay? It's fine. They're not all the same. You might think like, oh, they're all the gravity, so everyone did the same thing I did. Shit. I'm not gonna win. Chill. Okay? Just chill. All right, I looked at them. Yes, they all have the basic, the basis for the ability, which is manipulation of gravity, but the ways in which it's conducted, the character themselves, which I'm grading that too. I'm not just grading purely just what the power is. I'm grading what the character is themselves. And hey, somebody sent me in like, oh, this character and their personality works great for this power. That's so clever how they were able to tie them two together. That's, I look for that too. So yeah, just looking at the G's, I have, a certain number of, I have a double-digit number for G's, and there's a sizable amount of them that are the gravity, which is honestly the coolest power. I mean, you tell me to give me a power for the G, I'm going to think the gravity. Gluttony isn't the one thing I would think of. But yeah, that's just an example that I got a lot of powers that were the same. I mean, I got a lot of people sending me in, things for the same power. And I knew this was going to happen, and it's just a simple matter of I'm just going to look through them all and I'm going to grade them fairly based on which ones are the same, which ones are the most interesting and the most clever, the same as I would as everyone else. For example, I'm gonna break another rule here, and I'll give you another one. All right, so G the gravity, but I also have G the galaxy. I'm not gonna group all the gravities together and be like, okay, which one's the best gravity? I'm gonna look through each one as the same as I would the galaxy. So just chill out. I don't want to upload this video and then get a shit ton of messages saying like, Tekking, I'm sorry I set the gravity, here's another. No, it's fine, it's chill, it's cool, alright? Your lot's already in, you'll be fine. But yeah, aside from that, that's really the only things I wanted to bring up here, like different Word documents. The contest is scheduled to end on December 5th. I have a better idea now on when my finals are going to be. So the last day of regular classes for me, as in like my regular go in there and learn shit, that's on December 5th. And then the following week is when my finals are. Now, my finals are not on the regular intervals of like I go into school for a certain number of time, then have one final, then go to another final. It's usually spread out throughout the week. For example, I have one final on Monday. I believe I have 2 on Wednesday, and I think I have 2 on Friday. I think. So that would leave some days open for that. But then after the 12th, after Friday the 12th, the next week, I'm completely free. I mean, I have my regular work, and the Bleach reviews and all that shit. But aside from that, I'm free, so I can look at them more. So yeah, I will make another update video when the contest ends on December 5th. You look forward to that. And I'll just let you guys know, and I'll tally them all up, and I'll let you know how many entries I got. But in the meantime, you still got some time left. You got about, I'd say... over 2 weeks. You got 15 days. Yeah, 15 days. So, yeah, you still have time to think of something if you haven't thought of anything yet. Don't freak out if you're the gravity. Don't freak out if you think you have a power that a lot of other people sent in. It's cool. It's copacetic. It's going to happen, okay? There's no 2 that are exactly the same. That's the key point here. There's no 2 that are exactly the same, all right? That's what matters. So, yeah. Everyone, thanks for doing it. All that jazz. You can enter the contest below. Please watch the whole video if you have any questions. And yeah, once again, thanks to Monotoner for helping me out with the comments and everything. The questions have been diminished significantly, so I think we're all on the fast track here for the final 2 weeks. I think everyone's kind of understood what they're supposed to do. So anyway, thanks for watching. Tekking101 signing out. I'm going to go back to doing my stuff and eating this cookie. I like cookies. Yeah, cookies are